you to note down the questions. And I mentioned work on 10,000, but they've employed 3,600, 4,000. But you need more people in Samburu, not only to five. In fact, the lowest I've seen so far, amongst all the counties, the lowest is Samburu County. Yeah, some are at 4,000. Kwanza, Garissa were at 8,000, now reduced to about 3,800. So, and you are still, of course, Samburu and others, Nisem, Karibu Sem. So thank you very much. We can now proceed to, County Secretary, what other questions you can answer?
Question from Betty is when did you recruit last? Yes. And I think that's a straight
answer is already there. Yeah. It is already there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. No, are we through now with the Betty's?
You forget my questions. Yeah.
No, I want to give it to you now. You can, Senator Chimera, kindly proceed. Wakili.
Thank you, Chair. I have 2 questions. But before I ask my questions, Chair, I am not really impressed with the way Samburu has even brought their documents. They are so casual with what you are doing. The documents are not paginated. They are very economical with information, Chair. I don't know what they are hiding, but nonetheless, let me ask my question. Chair, there was a total, and this goes to access to government procurement opportunities by the youth, PWDs, and women. There was a procurement spent for the year, this must be 2022-2023, of Kenya shillings 2,184,826,388. Out of that procurement spend, Chair, I notice, and I sit in Senate representing the youth of this nation, Chair. I notice only 9.2% has gone to cluster-wise the youth, women, and PWDs, totaling to 219,019,817. Chair, this is a joke, Chair. I mean, how do you reserve 655 million and end up giving 201 million to PWD against?
Thank you.
That's wait, Chair, I have not finished the second question. Against 30% rule that is in law, Chair. It is not mine. Secondly, Chair, is the issue on affirmative action measures that the county is implementing to promote women, PWDs, and the youth. Chair, the response by the county is not satisfactory. If you tell this committee that the county, so casually by the way, the county government complies with the national law on 2/3 gender rule and allocation of 30% contracts, and then you tell us refer to Annexure 1, 2, 3, and 4. Annexure 1, Chair, is a demographic graph for Samburu staff. Annexure 2, Chair, is CEC members and age and ethnicity. Annexure 3, Chair, is recruitment summary for 2023. Annexure 4, Chair, there is nothing to do with measures being taken to comply, Chair. I mean, we are not here to waste time, Chair. The county should answer questions the way they answer.
Thank you very much.
And you have a county attorney, surely, Governor.
Yes. Thank you.
You can do better, Governor.
Yes.
Surely.
So the first question was on the issue of 9.2%. The finance guy can answer this question. No, procurement. Yes, you can answer that question.
Okay, thank you. On the procurement, Chair, I would like to just point out that we do 2 reports as per the section 157, subsection 12 and 13.
Chair, my question is not on reporting. Tell us, why are you giving only 9% to youth, women, PWD, disregarding the law 30%? Just that. Don't go to reporting. Okay. I didn't ask that question.
But
this one is for 6 months.
Point of order, Chair.
Yes, please.
I don't know why I feel we are asking a question to a wrong person.
No.
The county should have given us a procurement person.
No, madam. She's in charge. Please.
Yeah?
Watch her to end it, pole. You have asked a
I
question.
understand, Chair.
She's in charge of procurement.
I understand. She's in charge of procurement.
Chair, sorry. I'm the one with the question.
Yes.
Chair, you cannot be an expert on anything and everything. Yes. She's CC, finance, ICT, and whatever. Is it trade? There is a procurement person.
Yes.
That is the right person to answer this question.
I asked
and that's why she's jumbling around the question, Chair.
No.
Because she doesn't know.
No.
Yes, Chair.
Excuse me. Say something. No, before you say something, let me control, first of all, take charge. I asked a question earlier. Where is the procurement person? They said that person is not here. So The reason why I asked, procurement person can answer that question effectively. So because we don't have that person, are we going to abandon this meeting? Are we going to adjourn this meeting? No.
No, Chair. Maybe she's well briefed with the procurement
Let us give her, excuse me, let us give her time. Let her answer the question. If the question is not satisfactory, then you can say this question is not
Well
satisfactory.
guarded, Chair.
Thank you very much. Kindly, it is 6 months.
6 months.
Yes, proceed.
Yeah. And that's what I was trying to say, that we do 2 reports, that is half yearly, and the 9.2 is half yearly. And what we are doing capacity. We have a fund for disability, for PWD. What we are doing, we do capacity building for more people to take up the tender. So there's what we do advertise, but sometimes.
Madam.
Yes.
Let me guide you.
Okay.
The senator is asking, you are supposed to give 30%.
Yes.
You've given 9.2%. And you said this is for 6 months. Where is the other one for the other 6 months? If you have it, say yes, there is another for 6 months, which is 21.8, for example. If you don't have it, then you say, I don't have it. It says 9.2. Then you tell us the measures. Then he will ask you, what measures are you taking to make sure that you are at 30%? So do you have another 6 months report? If you don't have it, say, I don't have it.
We don't have it, but we can provide.
No problem, Governor.
I want to say something on the procurement. It is the law that requires that 30%.
Governor, before you say that, I want you to, let's go to question. This man is a lawyer.
I'm trying to answer exactly on
No,
that.
Governor, is it at 9.2 or
Yes,
not 9.2?
it's a 9.2.
Thank you.
But it's a 6-month report, and also report to the good lawyer that it is the law defines how many contracts you can take in a year, what percentage, that's 30%. So even in our own advert, maybe in those last 6 years, most of the adverts will be taken by those. I mean, even when you advertise, every single advertisement in the county must constitute at 30%. So I want to guarantee you that under the law, under our advertisement, eventually at the end of the year, we'll have that 30%.
Governor.
It's statutory.
Governor, do you know you are dealing with a lawyer, and the guy sitting next to him is a lawyer? I think she should advise you. The question is very specific.
Yeah.
He's asking you, Governor Samburu County.
Yeah.
The law says 30%.
Yeah.
You gave 9.2%.
For 6 months.
For 6 months.
Yes.
Then I said, do you have any other report that will show that you have given 21.8% in Guinea, or you don't have it?
No, we don't.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you are let's agree you're at 9.2%.
Yes.
Thank you.
But at the end of the year, we'll
No,
be 30.
don't worry. Don't worry. No. He's on another nini. So.
No, sorry, Chair.
So he's at 9.2%.
No,
This
Chair.
report is which year?
That is the question I wanted to ask, Chair.
Yes.
This is a 2022-2023 report.
Yes.
We are here in 2024, Governor.
Yes.
Have you submitted any report to us? With the law says every 6 months we submit a report to us.
So
Why haven't you? If you can't submit reports to the Senate, Governor, what will you do for the young man in Maralal?
So Senator Chimera,
Governor.
Senator
Chair, I have a problem with this county.
No, I know.
On the issue of reporting.
Yes, I'm trying to.
If they can't report issues to the Senate, what will they do to that person in Maralal, Chair?
No, I'm saying the issue of reporting is another issue. But you've asked a legitimate question.
No, you know they're running away. They're hiding under the 6 months pretext. If I do simple mathematics, Chair, like my son who's 2 years old, he will say, Daddy, 9.2% 6 months. Give it another 9.2 in 6 months. So in 1 year, they'll do 18%, Chair. It's still way lesser, Chair. Convince sensibly why this money should come to you, Governor. You're not allocating to the right people, Chair.
So, you know, what I'm trying to bring out is this. The governor has accepted that it is at 9.2%.
Chair.
Yes.
Chair. I'm always very strict in terms of documentations. This is a committee that represents the Senate. I want to say, Chair, that if there is anything that we need to take it serious, is the response from the county government. Remember, the senator representing Samburu is not here, and he is the first one to attack us based on the information that we've collected. So if the procurement officer is not with us, and the executive members who are here cannot give us exactly what they have in procurement, then I would request, Chair, instead of us laboring much on that, can they go prepare that document and send it to us? Kindly.
No, well, let's not go there. They have accepted and admitted.
Chair, with all due respect.
No, let me finish, please.
No, before you finish, Chair, because I know what you want to say. Chair, with all due respect, we are a Senate committee. We are entitled to get this information, Chair. This county has had a lot of time, Chair, to prepare for this meeting. Then they still come here without any proper documentation, Chair. Chair, I beg, Chair, do I have your attention? Chair, in all fairness, that this committee deserves, Chair, and that young man from Maralal, Chair, and Samburu, can the governor go back home, prepare adequately, and appear before us again, Chair?
That one's fine.
I would request, Chair, allow me to differ with my colleague, Honorable Wakili, with due respect that the governor is already here. They have tried in terms of responding to a number of questions that we've raised. The only thing that they are not telling us is the documentation in terms of procurement, which we are saying they can, after the meeting, they can go back to specifically procurement department, cater answer us this question accordingly, so that as we table in the floor of the House, those are the factors that we have from the county government.
So, thank you very much. Yes, Senator Loman.
Chair, I think...
Are you raising a different issue or on the same issue?
The same issue.
Yes, kindly proceed.
As I read the section A of page 1, they have reserved 30%, Chair, 30%. And then in this 30% in 6 months, they have allocated 9.2% to the youth. So we have also to give them time, because ladies are here. We have also asked what have they allocated to the people with disability. They have, we have not also been told what have they allocated to the women among these 30%.
Thank you. You know, I want Senator Chimera and members, I want you to understand, you started it well. And the answer I wanted to seek, I want them to bring out is, have they given only 9.2%? If they have given 9.2%, then we ask them, why are you giving 9.2% only? What was the problem? If they have another 6 months program, then the question we are going to ask them, why didn't you submit? These are two different issues. So I want things to come out clearly. Is it, are you going to tell us 9.2 is for the whole year, or 9.2 is for 6 months? You have
to ask from the committee to allow us.
Fine, Governor, that's
we can fail the other 6 months. I honestly
okay.
want to believe the other 6 months cannot be zero. I don't know what it is, but it can't be zero.
That's why I'm saying, I agree, yeah, that's, Governor, thank you very much. So,
Chair, my other question must be answered. Affirmative action.
No problem.
Chair, Senator Chimera cannot take...
a lot of your time.
Yes.
Sawa. So, as what the Vice Chair was saying is, I agree with her. We'll give you 1 week from today. You have Senator Nani, our clerk here, Leruk, which also comes from both Samburu and Marsabit. Send it to him. So we'll look at it. Let's proceed to the other question by Chimera.
Again, you are giving Chimera.
I had asked 2 questions, Senator.
I'm saying the answer. I'm seeking the answer.
I had asked 2 questions. She's responding to my second question.
Yes.
I'm okay with the first question. Governor will provide us for 1 week.
Yes.
Affirmative actions, Madam Waziri, proceed.
Okay, as I was saying, we have 2 funds, the women and youth, and also people living with disability. And what we are doing through the fund is to actually sensitize them that they can take up the tendering, because we find that people shy away from doing the tendering for these things.
Sorry.
So that's what.
You know, I don't think that was his question. His question, when you gave next year's you gave, is completely different. Okay. So that is not the issue of how you deal with the issue of gender and all those things. Okay. So I think next time, County Secretary, you should put annexures to the relative question or answer. And I want to, there is something I will tell you at the tail end of our meeting. Can we proceed now? Anybody with any other question?
Thank you, Chair. Today I'm really complaining. Let me take you, Your Excellency, to demographic data for Samburu staff. That is, should be table 1, though it is not indicated. But my attention is drawn to the age 61 to 65, 6 people. Kindly clarify if all these are people living with disability, because I understand. Okay?
I'm informed that is correct.
Please just note down so that you respond, because I have about 3. Yeah? On the same gender, male 1610 at 63%, female 954, which is at 37%. My question is, this 37%, at which positions? Which positions do they hold? Could they be tea girls, messengers? You'll answer. Then next is on the next page on PWD. Male 24, female 9 at 1.25%. I know you know the law requires the list should be 5%. The representation of people living with disability. That is the next page. Yeah? You see that table on PWD. So the question is, you are at 1.25%. The law requires that you have 5%. What plans do you have in place to ensure that, whether it is progressively or to be done slowly, how do you attain the 5%? Finally, for now, I would want to know, because we are here at this point because of Gen Z's demonstrations, which programs do you have in Samburu County to involve the Gen Zs? Do you have any program for Gen Zs?
Very much.
If so, do you have any documentation to prove as evidence to prove the involvement of Gen Zs?
Thank you, Senator Beth Siango. Governor, you can answer those questions.
I think on the question of, I'm informed that those are all PWDs. So that's what I'm getting. They're all PWDs. So I think that one serves that question. And on the question of Tigals, in my
Tigals, Governor.
Yeah. But that's what
what positions do women hold?
It's very difficult for me to
the governor said somebody alipigwa mguu ikatoka.
So it's very difficult for me at this moment, sitting here. I can do in a report to give detailed information on what everybody is doing. But I can tell you this, the quick ones that I can pick straight away. In my own cabinet, in every cabinet sitting, I have 4 women out of 10 people who sit in the cabinet.
So that
These 4 women, Senator, I just want to...
You can send the documents to us.
But I want to make sure that the great senator will see the 4 women, they are not tigers. One woman, they are running actually one of the biggest departments in my government. This good lady is our county attorney. That's a very senior position, held by a woman. And I think we are one of the few counties with a county attorney as a woman. Then the CC Finance, the person in charge of all our monies, is a woman. The other department, which is roads, which carries the biggest budget, is a woman. Then the other one is gender. In fact, I will give you this story. I am in an economic block with Narok and Kajiado counties. When we sit, they always talk about us because we look more female than any county that speaks Maa. So I honestly think, and this is the first time it's happened in Samburu, I should be congratulated because we know even if you are to take the education part of it, for every Samburu family with 10 kids, say 5 boys and 5 girls, they take at most 1 girl to school and 5 boys to school. So even to get the girls or the good ladies to work with us, I think I've tried on this one. It's never happened.
Okay, the answers are many, not only that one. Yes. County Secretary.
Disability and then Gen Z's involvement.
Okay, for disability, I think I have also to take some credit. When I was supposed to pick my deputy, there were so many people who had so many qualifications and they could act as deputies and they campaign. But I picked this one guy who was shot by bandits in the leg and now is, of course, PWD. He's my deputy. So if you start from my office, I have a deputy who is disabled. I could be the only one in Kenya.
Your Excellency, I'm asking about the law. 5%.
So 5%.
You are at 1.25.
I want my county attorney to answer because I didn't even know that we are required to have 5. So please forgive me on that.
Governor, I think she will advise you next time you don't say you're not aware.
Allow me to take up on that. With the current, what we have presented to you is what we've inherited from the previous regime. The task force at the wage bill of 38, the county government has not been able to employ fully through County Public Service Board, but we put measures in terms of progressive issues to ensure that we will cater for PWD and women in terms of employment. At least for the 2/3 gender role, we always ensure that a third goes to the other gender. With PWD, having given our Deputy Governor a chance to represent them at that level, we will commit to progressively ensure that we move from 1% probably to 3 whatever percent that the wage bill will allow.
Are you in touch with the Council for People Living with Disability? Do you work with them?
Yes, we have a fund, PWD fund, where we also give them some allocation of money in terms of empowering the activities. So we work with the council. Yeah.
And Senator, the final thing, maybe this is also important. Our culture has something that PWD, even a PWD will not be happy when you call him a PWD. So some people actually don't register and they don't want to be called PWDs because of cultural issues. That's the truth. So you could get somebody. Yeah, so we have a problem when you tell somebody you're a PWD, you apply. No, that's what Mr. Kiwete is in it. So it's also an issue.
And Chair.
Yes.
Have
your question been answered first of all?
No, not all, because, Chair, there was involvement of Gen Zs, not yet addressed.
Okay. I think you can answer them.
Can I answer on Gen Zs? Because I came here and I have to be honest with everything I say here because I'm under oath with this committee. The Gen Zs are, unajua vitu vingine inafanyika Nairobi leo, but inafika Samburu. Yes, exactly. Let me tell you, the Gen Z issue is so recent to some of us. I prefer the word youth. When you say Gen Z, I would honestly believe not more than 2% of Samburus will pronounce that word. It's very difficult. First of all, Z is not in our language. There is no single word in Gen Z. So that Gen Z, it's an American concept.
But Your Excellency, to assist you, you have a number of Gen Zs. Yeah, you have a number of them. You have almost 800 of them.
Yeah, thank you.
So you.
Thank you for helping me. But I consider them youth.
Thank you very much, Senator Turkana County. We have only 5 minutes. We want to conclude this meeting.
Chair, I feel that question is handled casually because I've asked for participation and involvement of them. If you have any program,
okay,
if you don't have, say you don't have.
That's a good question. That's a good question. Let me before you interject, Governor. The question she is asking you is the question or the answers she found or given by other counties. They have programs for youths. There are programs that were recorded as having meetings and even photos taken. And definitely all the counties have.